Hello guys, and welcome to this video of Hero of Stories. If you're here is that you want to get real tips, real pro tips to get gold on every cultural campaign. We are here in the Viking campaign for this video. Right now we are pretty much ahead. We got a pretty nice lead on the gold average. We are 19 hours left in this campaign. So right now I'm pretty confident to get gold, especially that I'm doing my last level 6 upgrades and my tech tree is pretty much finished. So in Viking, this is pretty good. In Chinese, you should get all your tech like 2 days before the end, but in Viking, that's pretty good. So let's jump into the tips, guys. So my number one tip and it's not really a tip, it's more like a requirement, because even if you apply all the tips, the following tips, you won't get gold if you don't apply this requirement, which is to, of course, be available for the game. This game is really time consuming. Campaigns last for at least 4 days and you have to be consistent for 4 days. So that's the most difficult part, I think. Once you can get here, the rest will just follow and it's just logical. The hardest part to get gold is really to be available for the game, as I said. This is the most important point. Yeah, especially the 12 to 24 first hours, where you don't get your workshop with 30 minutes queues. You only have 1 or 5 minutes, and this is a lot of click, a lot of availability, and this is like the most crucial part of the game because it's the start, and that's where you get your extensions. So if you are late at this part, it's gonna be pretty difficult to catch up. Yeah. So once that being said, let's jump into the real tips right now. So the number 1 or number 2 tip will be to get and know your short and long term objectives. This is really important. The short term objectives are to rush your map extensions, your income, and in some case, and I insist in the some case, the quests, those quests. Some will want to fuck you up and some will really help you much. So that's depending, and you have to be smart to choose what quest you want to go for. Okay. So for the short term, I'm gonna deep dive into the concepts. For the short terms, you want, of course, to rush the map extensions because that's how you're gonna get new space to build more buildings, especially housing, to get more income, which is the second short-term objective. Income is really important in this game. We will get to this later, but income is basically the key. Once you have the availability, if you rush the income, you will get probably gold in the campaign. So that being said, yeah, let's really get into this short-term objective because they are really important. Once the game is settled and you have more like long-term, the long-term objective will be actually resources gathering. You want those HoH to be really high because you will pretty much burn everything in the last hours. So the more you stock, the more you will be able to burn in the last sprint. Okay. So yeah, that's the resources gathering, the long-term objective, and of course, all the workshops upgrades. What give you the finished product? What give you the stuff that you need to upgrade? You want those stuff level 6, okay, to really get the better ratio in the resources transformation and the better ratio in the resources transformation time. Okay, so sorry for my bad English. It's the hard part here for me, but yeah, you will get there, and you have a subtitle, I think, on YouTube's. Okay, so that's the short and long-term objectives that you want to have in mind. Those are really important. That's the red line of your campaign. It's really important to get those concepts. And a point which is really important too is that you really don't want to, especially in early game, you really don't care about the boxes. Don't look at this. You will get this later. For example, in the Viking campaign, when I started, my strategy was long-term strategy. So I started like for the 24 first hours, I was like in silver. I even get bronze, I think. But don't worry about that. You don't want to rush that. The Viking is really easy because you get a lot of slot, water, and you can just put like a lot of expedition per and get rush the box, but you will get stuck later. So it's not really the good strategy. So you really don't want to care about this in early. Don't look at the boxes. Just get focused on your strategy, and the boxes will just follow. Okay, for the tip number 3, it's more like a way to play the campaign. It's to always know your next move. You don't want to be here waiting and wondering what I have to do when the money is here or when the extension is over and you have your left space. You always want to instant click on what's your next move. So for that, you want to check your research trees, check what you have to check a lot of things. You have to actually the time where you don't have to click on something on the game. You have to think about what is gonna be my next click. Actually, you don't want to you don't want wasted space. You don't want your god to sleep. If you are in the income ramping phase, you have to always like upgrade your housing on cooldown. As soon as you get, if your strategy in the moment is to upgrade your housing, you want to upgrade as soon as possible. As soon as you get the 8 or 10 or 12k to upgrade your house, you want to upgrade it. And you want to be here to click on when it's finished to actually get the income. So that's why I say you have to always know where and when you have to be connected to always be sure that you have no downtime, no wasted space, and no sleeping gold. That's the 3 big categories that you want to avoid, the 3 big mistakes you want to avoid. So yeah, basically know your next move. This is going to be quite important for the campaign. Talking about spacing and housing, that's the transition to the tip number 4. The tip number 4 will be to know one especially kind of building, which is housing. So housing is really important. They have a lot of data and they are really crucial to ramp your income. That will allows you to upgrade your buildings, to get more production, and to get your extension faster. So income is basically everything in the game. You want to have a maximum of information, and by information I mean what's the space, what's the production rate, what's the population that gives you the house. Sometimes there are 2 kinds of house, and also the maximum production and the maximum time before to get stuck. So that's a lot of information for a small building, and this is important. You have to know your housing. For example, in this Viking campaign, it's pretty simple actually. there are no big warnings about the housing. Okay, so for example, in the Chinese campaign, there is two kind of housing: small and medium home. So the first information that you have to know is that the 4 small home are exactly the same spacing that one medium home. Okay, so what you get is for 4 small home you have of course 4 pop, because there it's 1 for 1 home, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, it's 5 for this, so for the same spacing you get 1 pop more of the medium home, but you will get a lot less of income. By a lot less, I mean for the medium house, you get 30K, okay? So 30K, but for the medium house, you get 8K, but you have to multiply this by 4, so it's 24K. So it's 24 versus 13, so it's almost 2 times the income. So what that said is basically in early game in the Chinese campaign, you want to build a lot of small housing, and you want to sell and replace them in the long game, in the long term, by medium housing. That's why my medium housing are not upgraded. It's because my tech tree is absolutely full and I don't need gold anymore. I just want to maximize my population so I can build more workshops. Okay, so this is the preview server. So I don't really give a about this this campaign. Actually, I started 2 days ago. So yeah, don't check the stats about this. This is over. So yeah, that's what the kind of information you want to know. Be sure to get all those information. For example, in Arabic, one house is perfectly equal in terms of spacing to a merchant. So you can swap pretty easily your house with your merchant. That's for the Arabic campaign, of course. Yeah, there are some specificity for each campaign, and you have to be sure to get all those specificities. Okay, let's jump in the tip number 5, and the tip is actually to not underestimate your wonder boost and your culture sites. So unfortunately, in the Viking or China campaign that are actually currently in the in servers, I cannot show the culture site part because there are no culture sites, but let's see the wonder boost. So the wonder boost is important. It actually can affect a little bit of your strategy. Depending on what it is, the most of the time it prevents you to except when it's on money, it prevents you from one building. So let's say in Viking, it's on the honey. It prevents me from 1 or maybe 2 beehives. Okay, so I will take this in consideration, and I will tell to myself maybe I will need 1 less. But that's something you actually see during the gaming phase. So it's not really important. You have to know that there is a boost, and you have to be aware there is a boost. So yeah, that's it. For the culture part, the culture sites that we don't have here, let's just say that they are really important because they can boost your ratio really badly. 9 times over 10, you want to boost your finished product, the stuff that you need to upgrade, because that's how you're gonna get your extension faster. So yeah, 9 of of 10 times you want to do this. The one of 10 times is the specific case where you are waiting for one resource or one specific thing because that blocks every the whole game you want to deploy. In that case, you will put all the culture sites or all the buildings for the Maya, especially, you will put all the important buildings next to culture sites. Okay, so those are really important. As I said, they can boost your ratios really badly, really strongly. I mean, so you want them to be on the what you need the most. It's important, and do not be afraid, especially until level 4. Do not be afraid of building, upgrading, and maybe you will have to delete them later, but it's not a big deal because they will provide big boost the time they are built. So if you are, I'm thinking about Egypt or Arabic, where sometimes you have some small holes, 2x2s or some lines, you have to build culture sites that will help a lot. Do this and you will and upgrade them. Do not hesitate to upgrade them. Not like the 2 or 3 first level because you want to keep your money, but as long as your housing is ramping, you can afford to upgrade them because they will pay you back really quickly. Okay, for the sixth tip, it's actually about income, because what you really have to get is that income is the key to get gold. I wanted to speak a little bit about income. So what you have to know, the first point is that in most of the campaign, the house level 4, when you get this level 4, the level 4 will absolutely destroy in terms of ratio your income. Your ramp will start, your hard ramping will start at level 4. So you basically want to kinda rush the tech trees that allows you to get those level 4 housing as quick as possible. You want to extend and you want to get your level 4 housing. That's on all campaign the priority. So income is really the key. Okay. Other point. So basically, what I mean by saying that is that when you have a free slot, when you have free space, you build house. Like every empty slot is a house slot actually. Okay, so you have to put house, upgrade it, instantly upgrade. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a no-brainer. You have to put house 1, 2, 3, 4 them, and they are gonna pay you back in like less than maybe 2 or 3 hours. So the time when you play this game, the time is flying. You don't especially see that, but as soon as you get your housing level 4, your economy will just explode. So that's what you want to get really fast. So stabilize yourself into workshops and allows your upgrades to be available. But as long as you level up, all the spacing left is for the housing. Okay. Other point about the house is that of course they will give you a lot of peasant. These peasant will help a lot in terms of map extension, especially in the level oh my god, especially in the level 24 and 17, because, and even 13, because those extension will cost like 3-4 peasant per extension, and you want to extend like to unlock a maximum of extension in the same time, so you can do your map extension Like you don't have to rethink every 1 or 2 hours or your placement. Okay, so they will help you a lot. Sometimes I can open like five or six extensions in the same time because I have like 20 or 30 peasant. So housing is really the key to get your ramping in terms of map extension and gold. Yeah, that's it for the housing / income, but this is really, really important. I put it in the last so you can keep this in mind because this is extremely important. Okay. Other point, and I will finish with that, is that as I said earlier, do math. Do math. Always know your next move. You have to you have to be comfortable in the campaign. You have to know that you won't run out of economy, you won't run out of resources. You have to be sure that all this mechanism will run. And yeah, this is a comfortable feeling for sure. And this is okay to be sure that you will always have a step ahead of other people. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's see where we get here. So we still have, okay, I'm not 60, almost 60, but now this is so slow. I'm thinking about deleting one because there is only one that's sleeping. I don't like my buildings to be sleeping, and I'm hesitating with building a fourth because we are talking still about okay, yeah, so I will cut the video here, guys. Sorry, I was in my thinking, I was theory crafting. I was like, this is sleeping and I'm terribly missing and lacking of this. Why shouldn't to delete this to build another one? And I think that's the right move. Even if this baby is level 5, right now it's not running, but right now I also need my taverns to be level 6, which is not the case for all the 6 of them. So yeah, I'm gonna think about this. Thank you guys for watching, and see you. Bye bye.